Hi guys, I'm Carly. Thank you so much for joining my channel. If you like this video, please press like and subscribe and leave a comment to let me know what you think. I also have an amazing Facebook group for ladies only called Empowered Goddess Tribe. So please come and join that. I would love to see you there. Begin lying on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Let's take 3 deep breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Now bringing one hand onto your tummy and one hand onto your chest. We're going to begin with a 3-part breath, really connecting to your breath here. We'll be breathing in and out through the nose. Inhaling, taking a deep breath through the nose, expanding the tummy, and exhaling through the nose, releasing the breath, feeling the tummy contract. Inhaling through the nose, expanding the tummy. Exhaling through the nose, the tummy contracting. Inhaling through the nose, expanding the tummy. Exhaling through the nose, contracting the tummy. Inhaling now through the nose, expanding the tummy, expanding the ribs out to the sides, and exhaling in 2 parts through the nose from the ribs and from the tummy. Inhaling, expanding the tummy, expanding the ribs. Exhale, releasing from the ribs and from the tummy. Inhaling, expanding the tummy, expanding the ribs. Exhale, releasing from the ribs and from the tummy. Now we're going to be breathing in 3 parts. Inhaling, expanding the tummy, expanding the ribs, expanding into the top of the chest. Exhale, releasing from the chest, the ribs and the tummy. Inhaling, expanding the tummy, expanding the ribs, expanding the chest. Exhale, releasing from the chest, the ribs and the tummy. Inhaling, expanding the tummy, expanding the ribs, expanding into the top of the chest, and exhale, releasing from the chest, the ribs and the tummy. Coming back to a neutral breath in and out through the nose. Hug your knees into your chest. Have a gentle rock from side to side, massaging the back of your head and your spine. And now let's come into a happy baby, holding onto the outside of the feet. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can stay just hugging your knees into your chest. The head is on the mat and the tailbone is also reaching down towards the mat. Hugging your knees back into your chest, having a gentle rock from side to side. Hi Lola. And now let's rock gently backwards and forwards, holding onto the back of the thighs. And then from here, maybe you can make your way up to sitting. Sitting with your legs crossed at the top of your mat, bring your hands into prayer and set an intention for your practice today. Maybe you'd like to set an intention for your week, one or a few words that could really benefit your life right now in one or more ways. Really come back to these words and this intention when life becomes a little uncomfortable or your practice becomes a little uncomfortable. Really remember this intention for the week and let it support you and be a place that you can really grow from. Release your prayer and let's come on to all fours now. So fingers are spread really nice and wide here like starfish, really squeezing into the mat. That way there's no pressure on the wrist. We're using the muscles of the hands and the muscles of the arms. Let's inhale to extend your right leg out behind you. And now bring that right knee back down. Inhale to extend the left leg back behind you. Exhale, knee down. Inhaling to extend your right leg behind you. Let's reach the right arm forwards, really reaching out through the fingertips here. Squeezing everything towards that center line of the body to help you balance. Exhale, hand and knee down. Inhaling, extending the left leg behind you. Let's extend the right arm out in front of you. Well done. And now let's thread the left arm across to the right side. Bring the left ear down onto the mat, pressing into the right hand to turn yourself a little further towards the left. Lula, in your bed, please. Lula, bed. Coming back onto all fours. In your bed, please. Bed. Good girl. And threading, the right arm across to the left side, coming onto the right ear. And coming back onto all fours. From here we're going to push back into a downward facing dog. So as I said before, fingers spread really nice and wide. Tuck the toes under, push your hips up and back behind you, the mini arch to the lower back. Really hugging the forearms towards each other, engaging the backs of the upper arms, rotating them away from each other, ears in line with the upper arms. Let's walk the dog out gently here, straightening one leg and bending the other. And dropping down onto your knees, let's come back into a child's pose here. Taking a few breaths in child's pose, resting, reconnecting with your breath here. And then from child's pose, lifting up onto all fours, pushing back into a downward facing dog. Walking your fingers all the way back towards your toes. Let's hold on to opposite elbows and really release the head, neck, upper back, everything down towards the toes. Keep a slight bend at the knees if you need to here. squeezing your arms, pressing into your heels, rolling up through the spine, bringing the shoulders, neck and heads up last. Walking to the top of the mat, hands in prayer, inhaling to lift up and exhale, folding forwards. Inhaling, extending halfway forwards. Exhale, let's step back into a plank. Inhale, exhale, taking a few deep breaths here. Exhale, lowering knees, then chest, then chin. Inhaling into a baby cobra and exhale, pushing back into a downward dog. At the end of the next exhale, making your way to the top of the mat. Inhaling, extending halfway forwards and exhale, folding head towards the toes. Inhale, reaching your prayer to the sky and exhale, prayer to the heart. Inhaling to lift up, exhale, folding forwards. Inhaling, extending halfway forwards. Exhale, stepping back with the left leg, stepping back with the right leg, taking a few breaths here in plank. Exhale, lowering knees, chest, chin. Inhaling into a baby cobra, toes pressing into the mat, lifting through the shoulders, and exhale, pushing back into a downward dog. At the end of the next exhale, making your way to the top of the mat. Inhaling, extending halfway forwards and exhale, folding head to toes. Inhale, reaching the prayer to the sky. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Inhaling to lift up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhaling, extending halfway forwards. Exhale, stepping back into a plank. Taking a few breaths here, really engaging the abs, reaching forwards through the crown of the head and pushing back through the heels. Exhale, lowering knees, chest, chin. Inhaling into a baby cobra and exhale, pushing back into a downward dog. From here, let's come through to sitting. Reach your legs out in front of you, feet and ankles touching or as close as possible. Inhaling to lift up. Exhale, folding forwards using the first two fingers to grab hold of the toes. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, folding forwards. Maybe holding on to the outside edges of your feet now. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, head towards the toes. And inhale to sit back up, gently rolling down onto your back. Let's cross the right ankle over the top of the left thigh and press the right knee out to the right. Interlace your fingers behind the left thigh, pulling that knee towards you, really stretching the right hip here. And gently release. Now let's change sides. Left ankle across the right thigh. Interlace your fingers behind the right thigh and pushing your left knee out towards the left. Really stretching the left hip here. Gently release, and then bringing your feet flat on the floor, reach out with your fingertips to touch your heels and then move them so that they're just slightly out of reach. We're going to come into a bridge pose here, so pressing into the heels, lifting the hips into the sky, straight arms, interlace the fingers and roll the shoulders all the way back, really opening through the heart. Hopefully you can still see me. Lola doing her downward dog. Really squeezing the inner thighs here, keeping the knees separated but really engaging the inner thighs to help you lift the hips towards the sky. And exhale, lowering all the way back down onto the mat now. Bringing your hands onto your thigh bones in front of you and just pushing forwards to release the lower back. Let's come into a happy baby again, holding onto the outside of the feet. Head is on the mat, nice long relaxed spine. Hugging your knees into your chest, bring your head up towards your knees. And relax. Now let's come into a Shavasana, so legs nice and long, toes falling out to the sides, palms facing up by your side. Let your shoulders be heavy, your hips are heavy, your feet are heavy. Just close your eyes here and completely relax. Remember to come back to your intention when life becomes a little uncomfortable. Be really clear in your intention and allow yourself to grow through difficult circumstances. I hope you have an amazing week.